Welcome to Pilates. This morning I'm going to talk about how to engage your core. It's a thing that's spoke about a lot in fitness. You'll hear instructors shout, pull your core in, lift up your core, strengthen your core. They might say other things as well, like turn on your powerhouse, suck everything in. Lots of different things they say, but sometimes it's a little bit confusing. So this is how to set your core, particularly for Pilates exercises, but it goes all the way through everything you do, even if you lift heavy weights in a gym. So first, we're just going to set our feet to a comfortable distance apart. We want them roughly hip distance apart, and that's because it's a good anatomical position for the body. So the outside line of your hips, roughly in line with the outside line of your feet. You might be a little bit wider, you might be a little bit narrower, that's okay. If you feel the need to stand with your feet together, that's okay too, but it makes you a little less stable for what we're trying to do here. First and foremost, just let your body go to its natural position. And when it's in its natural position, you're going to find different things happen. You might have one arm which hangs lower than the other. You might find that your shoulders don't pull back or your head pokes. Or you might find that you have a tip in your hips which goes forwards or back. But we're going to use that tip to help us engage the core itself. So firstly, just put your hands on the top of your bones of your pelvis here, just at the top. You'll feel those little bony parts, and that's okay, that's what we're after. Imagine now that inside your pelvis is a bucket of water, and the water is either going to slosh forwards if you tip forwards, or slosh back if your hip tips backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to rock our hips. Tailbone goes back, then tailbone tucks under. So keep that rock going, keep the hips moving, and this is particularly good as well for loosening off your lower back. There's a little joint just where your spine connects into your pelvis, and we want to keep that loose. So from the side, I'm going to overemphasize here, your bum might tip back or your hips might tip forwards. So we're going to rock that pelvis. I want to bring it now to middle position where your hips aren't rocked forward and aren't rocked back. And as a separate check, you can just put your hands across your tummy. If you make like a little diamond shape and hold it against your tummy, you want that diamond to be flat to the front. Hold that hip position, hands come down by the side now, holding those hips. Shoulders back and down, take a breath in. On the breath out, we're going to scoop our tummy button in and back to where our rib cage and spine meet. But we're going to take it in about 30% of the way, and you'll now feel you've got a little hollow just under your shirt probably. So hold that tummy in, hold the hips, take a breath in, stand tall. On your next breath out, just lift up your pelvic floor about 30% too. Now for ladies, just like stopping yourself having a wee, for men, it's that feeling you get when you walk in a cold sea. You know the one, you walk in the waves, you lift everything up. And you'll now feel that your tummy has pulled in and your abs are engaged. We can put a little bit more engagement in it. When we breathe, we're going to stand even taller and hold that tummy in. So now we have our core engaged. The core being this big band of muscle which sits around your abdomen. So every time you're here in a class, I'll say it, other instructors say it, just engage your core or hold your core in. That's what we're looking to do. And this can take place whether you're standing, whether you're lying on the floor, whether you're lifting weights, and also as well you do other activities. Cycling, that's a good one, can help with stability on a bike. And if you think as well about a lot of sports people who do balance type work, their cores will be really strong, such as horse riders. So from here, just to make this core work a little bit more, we're going to take a breath in. We're going to keep the tummy in, the hips level, the pelvic floor lifted, we're going to raise our hands to the side and we're going to push our fingertips out. And as we push, feel the tummy squeeze in. And as we lift up, just come up onto the balls of your feet and you'll wobble, squeeze the tummy a bit more and stretch out the body. A nice simple exercise. You can see I'm wobbling there because I'm talking as I'm going. But core's engaged. Hands are going to come down now. And we're going to lift to the front. We're going to push our fingertips forwards, but we're not going to alter the position of our trunk. We're going to hold the tummy in and we're going to squeeze those bum cheeks too. Give them a right good squeeze. From here, easy down. Just take one hand up. Make sure your body's nice and level, tummy's in, everything's lifted. Keep the spine stretched out, nice easy side bend. This does mobility, but if you think now, there's a huge stretch coming in this side of the abs on the muscles that interconnect. We're going over. Keep that tummy locked in. Other hand comes up. And over it goes. Last simple exercise just for engaging the core. We're going to relax, have a little bit of a shimmy and a shake, then take a breath in. Then on the breath out, we're going to push our fingertips down to the floor, level those hips off, pull up your pelvic floor, squeeze your tummy in, push your feet down hard into the floor and feel the body brace. You'll feel your legs work, your arms work and stretch out, your tummy's permanently engaged. Now just relax. Turn everything off, then take a breath in and on your breath out again. Tummy comes in 30%, hips level off, pelvic floor lifts, fingertips push down, feet go firm into the floor, shoulders back, feel that stretch and relax. So just to summarise, to work your core, hold your tummy in, try and have your hips equally balanced to front and rear, lift up your pelvic floor too, about 30%, give your bum cheeks a little bit of a squeeze and stand tall. In itself, that's a good mini workout. If you can do it when you stood cleaning your teeth, washing up, any sort of daily activity where you can just take this little bit of extra brace, when your coffee's going around in the microwave, just turn everything on and you'll soon feel the difference. Remember to relax, just relax nice and easy, don't just let it all go off. And after you've done a few squeezes of your tummy, it's good just to wrap your back around a little bit. Have a little bit of a shimmy and a shake just to loosen the back off. And now you know how. Hello, welcome to Pilates with me, Peter. On one of the earlier sessions, we looked at how to engage your core. We're going to build on that today, so this is really bracing core, engaging core part 2. So a quick reminder from the first one, we're just going to bring our feet into Pilates stance. So we want to be hip distance apart and just a little bit of a rocker down, round, and just push your feet into the floor just to wake up all the receptors in your body which send the signals and start to switch your balance on. From there, we're just going to stand in a middle position, so we're not rocked forward, not rocked back, and we're not rocked left or right. We're right in the middle. We're going to take a breath in. And on the breath out, as we breathe out nice and strong, we're going to pull in our tummy 30%. We're going to lift our pelvic floor 30% too. And our bum cheeks will have given just a little bit of a squeeze. From here, take a breath in. And on the breath out, holding that tummy in, we're just going to lift our arms up to the sides. We're going to raise up on balls of feet. We're going to squeeze our tummy in a little bit more. And we're just going to hold that position. So it's early in the session, so you're probably going to rock a little bit. That's okay. I can feel my legs starting to work, my calves trying to brace, but most of all, we're keeping that tummy in. Next bit, you can either lower to the floor or you can stay up on balls of feet. We're going to reach up and we're going to push our fingertips up towards the ceiling. And all we're doing is elongating the spine, just telling that core it's going to stay switched on. We're going to come round to the side. We're going to squat slightly, breath in, breath out, up we come. Breath in here. On the breath out, pull the tummy in. So you're scooping it in and back and up towards the ceiling. From here, hands come down. Shoulders come back and down. And we're going to stand really tall. We're going to stand tall. We're going to stand at your tallest. And when you stood at your tallest, we're going to stand taller still. So right now, your feet are pushing down, your head's pushing up, and your tummy's really bracing. Now we want to activate the core a little bit more. So from here, take a breath in. On the long breath out, just pull your tummy in a little bit more. So you're going to suck it into 50%. And you'll feel everything tighten. Hold that there. Once more, we're going to lift up. But this time we're going to take our arms straight above us. We're not going to raise up on heels, on balls of feet. We're going to push up. We're going to stretch out. And we're going to make our body as straight as we can. So you might have to tip your tailbone under. And we're going to hold that there. So core engaged strongly. Hands come down the side. Take our shoulders back and down. And just relax a little bit. Take all the pressure out, all the tension out. Slightly different way this time. We're going to breathe in. And on the breath out, first, without bracing any other part of the body, we're going to scoop our tummy in. So you're going to draw your tummy in. Imagine it's your tummy button going back towards where your rib cage meets your spine. Just hold that. Keep the rest of the body relaxed. Now let it out slightly. Draw it in slightly. And now take it, either by drawing it in or letting it out, to a position where it's held in 30%. That's 3 out of 10 in old money. Hold that there and think about a nice flat tummy. That's what we're after. Next breath. On the breath out now, we're going to lift the pelvic floor up, and we're going to imagine now that it's a lift going up. So where you started ground floor, we're going to take it all the way up to floor 8 out of 10. We're going to lift that pelvic floor up, and as you do this, your bum cheeks will squeeze. When we get to 8 out of 10, you're probably going to find you've got a big fight going on in your tummy now. That's what we're after. We're going to hold. We're going to take the lift down to floor 4, up to floor 6, we're going to take the lift down to floor 3. Now we're going to take that lift up slowly, think really slowly, all the way up beyond floor 10 to the penthouse suite. So you're actually pulling your pelvic floor right the way up. It's really good for lower abdominal control. Very good for building a strong pelvic floor. So keep that held up and keep that brace on. So right now I've got an internal fight on. Hold that brace if you can. If you can't, just let it out a little bit. We've got a little knot just in our tummy here. Your bum cheeks are going to be tight. Your legs are going to be pushing down into the floor. And we're going to be holding that pelvic floor in. Very gently now. We're going to take it down penthouse suite all the way down to floor 4. So feel that relaxation as you go. Working the core now. So we're going to breathe in. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze your pelvic floor into 6 out of 10 or floor 6. Take it out to 5, into 7. Down to 3. All the way up to 8. Squeeze your bum cheeks. Gently now, we're going to relax down to where we've got everything held in for 3 out of 10, 30%. We're going to hold it there. Very gently now, additional core exercise. We're going to squat forward and we're going to take our bum back. But we've got hands light. I'll turn side on soon so you can see me side on. But hands are going to come forwards. And we're going to squeeze our tummy in. So when we squeeze our tummy in this position, there's a big grip going on. The temptation is to just let your tummy hang forward, but we want to squeeze that tummy button back, and that's going to protect the back. Gently up. And one more. So lower, gently. Take your bum back. Squeeze that tummy back. Give your bum cheeks what's called a right good squeeze. Give them a real good squeeze. Up you come again whenever you're ready. And go for one more. I'll turn side on so you can see me. We want your bum to lay back and your tummy to stay in here. So we're not duck bumming, but we're squeezing our tummy in. So we've got a flat tummy and we've got the control and the brace. Gently up. Slightly different this time. We're going to squat down. We're going to take our hands forward so they're pointing to the corner of the room. So you've got this kind of angle with your arms. Squeeze the tummy in. And when you squeeze your tummy in, your bum cheeks will squeeze. Elbows come back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Easy forwards. Easy back. Then I'm going to come forwards, up we come to the top, and have a little bit of a shake. So just to recap on that, legs are nice and straight, knees always go forward in a straight line rather than stretching out to the sides. Your pelvic floor is lifted to lock your pelvic floor on and your core muscles on. Your tummy goes in. Imagine you're scooping your tummy button to where your ribcage meets the spine. And when you do that, you'll get a gentle softening at the front. Shoulders come back and down. Head lifts. Stay nice and strong. Keep that tummy locked in and breathe. To end the session, we're just going to lift our arms to the side. We're going to keep our tummy in though, all that way. We're going to squat, cross our arms, edge up to the ceiling, gentle stretch. Stretch round. Down we come. Easy up we come. This time, hands going to come round to the side. We're back in this middle position. Shoulders come back and down. As you breathe in now, big scoop of air, lift your hands to fill your ribs. Push forward as you breathe out. Hands go down. Breath in as hands come up. Breath in, breath out on the way down. Start relax, have a little bit of a shimmy and a shake. Think about engaging your core. Just do it when you're stood in the supermarket queue, when you're watching your coffee go around in the microwave, when you're doing anything, when you just stood waiting. Pull your tummy in, straighten your spine out, it'll make a big difference. See you soon.